I've thought of confidence more as a gift and not a skill.
Mm-hmm.
But you're saying it's a skill.
It's a skill. It's something that you can learn. I mean, it's something that's intrinsically within us to be able to learn it as well. Like as children, we constantly test things. Like what happens when I just keep going off the edge of the bed? Like you face plant, but you learn after a while to like turn backwards and slide down really cute. And so you like toes at the floor. You know what I mean? Like
I see it happen with my kids all the time. I know what you're talking about.
Exactly. When that light bulb goes off and it all starts clicking. And the thing is, we start building a foundation of little bits and pieces of confidence. Every little thing becomes another kind of brick in the build to be able to build ourselves up, because having confidence in enough places is what's going to lead you to success.
So you're saying with yourself first, right? You have to have this foundation.
Yes. Personally. You have to have it within your business. You have to feel good about all these little bits. You have to push yourself. You have to push yourself as a photographer. You have to push yourself within the technical aspects, within the entrepreneurial aspects.
Got it.
Don't make me say that one again, though, please.
Well, we all get it.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you have to push yourself.
How have you done those things? How do you and how have you pushed yourself in those ways?
Well, that's what I said about not being able to turn it off.
Right.
I'm constantly trying to learn.
Right.
I'm reading, and I'll tell you, starting a business kind of pre-Facebook, right, in perspective, pre-iPhones.
Sure.
Like having this little black box with the universe at the palm of your hand, like beyond the world in the palm of your hand. So when everybody asks you a question now, the answer is Google it.
Right.
Right? Why bother asking a question?
We don't have to think about it because Google knows.
Why are you asking me a question?
Right.
Just go Google it.
Why are you wasting my time?
Well, you're wasting my time. No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, if you think about it, years ago, I used to work at a camera shop and we didn't have Google the same way.
Not.
We didn't have the same accessibility. So you had to know your shit.
Yeah.
And if you were going to sell the cameras and make those sales and do those things, you had to know the answer to everything inside and out. So I basically applied my science background to answering the question why for every little thing that we do. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing it this way? Why are we doing it that way? Like, why not do it this way? Or how does that make us feel? And how can we change it so that we have a positive experience, a positive relationship to it?
So it's like a self-examination.
Constantly.
Is that scary?
Yeah. It's annoying.
Well, because aren't you going to get answers that you don't like? Aren't some of the answers going to be like, well, I wish I wouldn't have even asked that question?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's sometimes where you're like, shit, I suck.
Right. Well,
like, there's that. Like, oh my God. And that's the thing. But if you push yourself hard enough, you're going to fail.
Yeah.
And those
that's good.
failures.
Okay. Sorry to stop you, but I'm thinking about that. If you push yourself hard enough, you're going to fail.
Sure. Because you're going past your comfort zone.
Yeah.
So what's on the other side of that? I mean, we don't always know. If we haven't done something once, it's scary. We do it the first time. We're like, oh, it wasn't so bad.
Right.
I'll go do that again. Right. It wasn't the worst thing ever. Right. But getting to that point of having the next thing is difficult. But when you have that failure, you learn from it.
Yes.
So that adversity will open you up to being more confident. So
yeah, that leads to confidence.
Yes, that leads to confidence.
Right.
Right. So all those building blocks and all that preparation that you do to start that, to get to that next step. So
I like it. I like it. Hey guys, thanks for watching this conversation presented by White House Custom Color on YouTube. Be sure to check out our other content and click that subscribe button right there. Right. Right there. It's there somewhere.